Good evening to you and good evening to the viewers at home. I think we all know what is happening in the international market, particularly the weaker rand as well as what is happening in the emerging markets. We know that the emerging markets, not only South Africa, we're not doing so well. So as a result, it's led to high fuel prices.
So, Robert, the lower oil price and the weaker rand, the higher oil price and the weaker rand has been a toxic mix for the petrol price. But we're going to bring up a graph. We've broken it down into the various components, and it does show that less than 9 rand is the actual fuel price. So we're paying a lot in taxes. There is the retail margin as well, which you do allow the retailers to get their bit. But are we being overly taxed here? I can't hear. Robert, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now, but I didn't get the question.
All right. If you look at the breakdown, less than 9 rand seems to be the actual price of fuel. And then we have all these other components, the margin and transport, the retail margin, road accident fund, levies. What my question was, are we in line with global practice, or are we being heavily taxed in South Africa?
Yes, I will. Yeah, it's cutting. I'm experiencing problem with hearing the last part of your question, but yes, we are in line with what is happening in other countries, particularly the developing countries like ours, where money is generated through taxes and so on. So we also need that for development. So in terms of the pump price and the composition, we are well in line.
At one stage, we were around 40th most expensive in the world. How do we compare to the rest of the world?
I didn't get the statistics correctly today, but I know that in Africa we are not the worst in as far as the pump price is concerned. And if you compare us with the developed countries and so on, you'll find that our tax is very low compared to what is happening in the United States and so forth. So we are still well in line within our economy in as far as the pump price is concerned.
Part of the breakdown, you set a price that retailers can charge, so that is their margin. Why are we regulating so tightly? There could be suspicions that maybe competition would bring the prices down. As it is, you set a standard price across all petrol stations.
Yeah. Okay, it's difficult to hear the last part, but you talked about the regulation of the pump price, particularly of petrol. I think it's very important to understand our economy, where we are as a country, and what we are trying to achieve as government in order to transform the sector. It's not necessarily true that, when you do regulate, the market prices will come down. If you look at South Africa, we have what you call an oligopoly, where there are few companies that are very strong and well established. So if you deregulate the prices, these few companies, about 7 of them, will actually dominate the market, and there won't be any space for newcomers to come and participate in the market. So it's very important for government to regulate until such time that the economy is ready for deregulation, and then that's when the market can then set the prices. For that to happen, you need a lot of companies to compete at the same level. In other words, the playing field should be leveled by government.
So you're saying what's happening now is better for the consumer?
What is happening now is better because government is able to protect the consumer, because then you are guaranteed, wherever you are in the country, you know how much you'll pay per litre of petrol that you purchase.
Robert, where are we going with the petrol price in your opinion? Some say we could see some relief next month because of the oil price, but there's also fears around energy sanctions on Russia and what that could mean for the oil price in the future.
Yeah, based on the international data that we have during the current fuel price review, if you look at the crude oil price, the exchange rate, as well as the price of finished product in the international market, they've been decreasing during the current fuel price review period. So we are hoping that that trend will continue, and we could realize, fuel prices that are less, or the drop in fuel prices during May.
All right, thank you so much for your time. Unfortunately, out of time. That was Robert Maake from the Energy Department. We did ask for your reactions to the petrol price increase. A few of the tweets coming in today. Maksamela, now we are really going to work for petrol instead of our needs and well-beings. That is just bad and frustrating. A frustrating tweet. Rodney, 1 minute petrol is coming down by 3 cents. The next minute it's increasing by 7 cents. Does anybody know what's really happening? I think most economists did actually say we would have a small increase coming in April. Sindelo, all the more reason to start investing heavily in alternative fuel research and development. Rafiwa, that's too much. It means that in Limpopo we have to pay R14.79 a litre, and of course different regions are subject to different prices. Finally, Kyla, it's official, all my money goes into food and petrol and very occasionally clothes, makeup and other treats for myself.